Good afternoon, and hello, Mr. Smith. It is good to see you again. This is not our first visit, this is our second visit. How have you been feeling since our first visit? Feeling a little better, but still sore. Doctor, that is interesting. This visit we will talk more about the reported findings, personalized around your specific situation. I'm going to explain to you what you should expect from our visits. Do you have any questions so far? Okay. As a chiropractor, I am concerned with the relationship between your spine and the nervous system. Do you understand the concepts of the spine and the nervous system? Good. You have a basic understanding. You're in a good spot. I'll further explain for you. I am a healthcare provider, and I have more of a holistic approach to the relationship between your spine and your nervous system and how it affects the overall function of your body. It has a very big impact on your body. Chiropractic care seeks to optimize your wellness by identifying and correcting subluxations. Are you aware of what a subluxation is? Here, I'll simplify for you. In simple terms, subluxation means a misalignment in the spine. These misalignments can block the body's natural ability to heal itself. This is also called innate intelligence, our body's ability to heal itself, which I am trying to help your body regain full potential of healing itself. A misalignment, or a subluxation, as we chiropractors like to call them, does not have to be a dislocation. A minor misalignment, minor subluxation, can have a great impact on the nerve signals between each system, leading to a lot of pain. So your feelings are valid. You're in pain, we'll help you out. This also can reduce mobility or induce more subluxations. You said you were feeling stiff last time. That'll be one of our goals, to reduce your stiffness. But our overall goal here is to reduce and restore, our overall goal here is to restore proper nerve flow and promote overall better health. Do you have any questions for me? You understand that explanation? Good. I'm glad to hear that. Overall better health can also be referred to as vitalism. Do you know what vitalism is? Well, vitalism is a philosophy that the body is more than a collection of parts. The body is self-regulating, self-healing, and very much integrated. Everything connects. The body is guided by the innate intelligence, which we talked about earlier, if you remember, which is expressed through the nervous system. And to obtain optimal health, we aim to remove the interference known as subluxation. It is my job as a chiropractor to remove the subluxations for you and your body to better have the opportunity to heal itself. Do you have any questions? Okay. Again, our goal is to enhance the body's ability to function and to thrive. So from the last visit, Mr. Smith, are all the following still true? If not, please explain how anything has changed. Do you still experience lower back pain? Mr. Smith does experience lower back pain. Still, I will ask him, have you found anything additional to help lessen that back pain since our last visit, or does anything make it worse? Okay, so in addition to it flaring up after work, you have noticed in the last week it has gotten worse. Have you been putting in more hours at work? And just to confirm, your occupation is a construction worker, yes? Yes, we talked about that last week. Good, good, good. Please explain in what ways does your occupation specifically cause your lower back pain? Okay. So it's gotten to the point now where it has affected how long you can sit for. About what time can you sit until you start feeling uncomfortable or even painful. 45 minutes. Okay. You also stated last week that because of the pain, you've had less time to spend with your grandsons, as well as cut back on bowling with your friends, so that you are less sore for work. So you cut out other recreational activities in order to feel better for work. Is that what you're saying? Again, construction work is a hard thing to do. The last time we spoke, you shared with me that your low back pain is making working at new sites extremely hard and taxing. Please describe your pain since the last time we met. I know you said it was increased, but is it where do you feel it at? Ah, so it travels more to your lower legs. Oh, and you've noticed it's traveled to your shoulders, your mid back. Point to it for me. Okay. On days when you have shoulder pain, please describe how that affects activities of daily living. Stiffness. You'd rather be in bed. Makes washing dishes, folding clothes, picking up daily activities around the house. It makes that harder. Yeah. How long do you usually have a shift at work? 12 hours. Last visit, you stated that your low back pain started around 5 months ago. Has the pain been relatively consistent? So it only flares up initially with long days at work. When do you feel the most relief? You feel the best on Sunday evenings. You say you take the weekends to rest? You don't lift as much? Okay. So that's what makes Sundays easier. Interesting. You also stated that you no longer drive trucks on the weekends because you can't sit for too long. 45 minutes, right? Okay. What was your pain level before? Okay. It makes sense that you would take a break from long truck drives then. Do you have anything more to add? Okay. Now let's discuss what was found from your first visit. You had major stiffness of your low back and the muscles surrounding that area. You have major decrease of motion specifically and extension and rotation. I found multiple subluxations that are contributing to your low back pain. You have findings that are confirmed by X-rays. I can show them to you that indicate that you also have hip and knee involvement with this low back pain. A couple of swollen discs as well. We'll discuss that. After some orthopedic testing, you also tested positive for multiple shoulder specialized tests, and as well as some thoracic misalignments found after palpation of the full spine. Do you have any questions? What changes did you feel after your first adjustment? You felt like you could breathe more, you felt a little more relief instantly. So for our care plan, I would like to see you twice a week for 4 to 6 weeks to see if we can lessen your lower back pain and address other associated findings. I expect to see the improvement as we have completed our initial consultation and assessment. We have discussed your health history, the medical background, lifestyle, occupation, and current complaints. We completed the positive analysis and we will continue documenting spinal palpation, the range of motion, and will continue orthopedic and neurological tests. That'll help me narrow down a diagnosis more specific than low back pain. We also use X-ray and other imaging to address spinal alignment and rule out any contradictions. The subluxations we found in your pelvis and thoracic and lumbar spine explain why your body and associated musculature is overcompensating and causing you more pain, while at work and after. One of our short-term goals is to relieve pain. Do you have anything else to add? A long-term goal is to improve your stabilization and to prevent future issues. After your initial phase of care, which is twice a week for 4 weeks, as I repeat, I'd like to move you to a corrective phase of one time a week for several months. Then we will enter our wellness and maintenance phase of 1 to 2 times a month based on new goals or stressors that you might have. We will also do progress evaluations that will include re-examinations around every 4 to 12 weeks, depending on what care phase you are in, as well as functional and postural reassessments to measure your improvement, as we do intend for you to improve. Do you have any questions for me? Pricing and insurance, we can discuss that at the front desk. Okay, now we're going to discuss our follow-up visit, which happens after 10 visits. Hello, Mr. Smith. How is your low back pain on a scale of 1 to 10? A 2 out of 3 out of 10? More likely 3? It's great improvement. When you initially came in, you said it was a 7 out of 10, mostly 8. How is your ability to sit for long periods of time? Initially, you said 45 minutes. Good, good. You can sit for an hour and 30 minutes. Duration of class. You're taking more classes. Good job. Has there been any change of the over-the-counter pain medication that you use? You're not taking ibuprofen every day anymore? Maybe once a week? Okay. How's your pain level been at work? Good. We'll discuss your updated care plan now. We're going to move you into corrective and stabilization care for the next 6 to 8 weeks. This means that only see you 1 to 2 times a week as you progress. I will also update your home care plan. Do you have any questions or requests? We are going to introduce foam rolling and deep stretching for spinal mobility. Our new goals for this phase are long-term stability and 90 to 100% resolution of acute low back pain and long-term foundational improvements into wellness and maintenance care. Let's go ahead and get you scheduled for your next visit.